When we ask what the human body is made of, modern science points to trillions of cells, coiled DNA, and complex proteins. Ancient scholars of astrology and Vastu Shastra looked at the exact same physical form and saw something different. They viewed the human body as a microscopic replica of the universe. To them, the raw materials of human flesh and bone are the exact same 5 macro elements that forge galaxies: space, air, fire, water, and earth. But this raises a biological problem. How do you compress untamable forces, like raging fire and invisible wind, into a physical flesh and blood vessel without destroying it? The ancient texts solved this through a concept called Panchabhutas. It is a specific architectural system of elemental combining that allows these forces to coexist. Looking at this matrix, we see a clear mathematical logic. Each of the 5 core elements on the axes multiplies with itself and then with the other 4.
This calculation produces precisely 25 distinct forms that make up human anatomy. Your physical form is a calculated 25-part equation brought to life. The calculation begins with the most subtle element, space or ether. In the body, space translates into the physical cavities and empty zones required for organs to function. Tracking the top row, space multiplying with space creates the mouth cavity. Space with air forms the nasal passage. Space reacting with fire carves the ear cavity. Space combined with water creates the chest cavity. And space anchored by earth forms the abdominal cavity. Space provides the structural room, but it remains empty without the second element, air or Vayu. Air introduces vital movement and biological currents into those empty spaces. When air combines with space, it generates Prana Vayu, the mechanism of breathing. When air compounds with itself, it creates Apana Vayu, the downward force responsible for excretion. The body's remaining currents dictate internal energy. Air mixed with fire becomes Samano Vayu, which powers digestion. Air merging with water creates Udana Vayu, enabling speech and upward movement. Finally, air grounded by earth becomes Vayana Vayu, the force governing blood circulation. Without the cavities carved out by space and the vital forces pushed by air, the body would remain a stagnant, motionless shell. To animate that shell, the matrix introduces the 3rd element, fire or Agni. Fire acts as the biological engine, generating heat and driving physical perception. In the 3rd row, fire interacting with space creates the digestive fire, Jataragni. Fire with air fuels our vision. Fire compounding with fire maintains body temperature. Fire acting on water creates hunger, and fire against earth triggers thirst. By generating hunger and thirst, fire ensures the human machine seeks out fuel to sustain itself. With the drives established, the cosmic architecture crosses the threshold from invisible energy into tangible matter through the 4th element, water or Jala. When water occupies space, it manifests as blood. When water is moved by air, it creates saliva. Water heated by fire emerges as sweat. Water concentrated with itself forms human urine. And water settling into earth produces reproductive fluids. These forces require absolute containment. This brings us to the densest element, earth or Bhumi. Earth provides the solid foundation for the anatomy. In the bottom row, earth with space forges bones. Earth reacting with air weaves muscles. Earth baked by fire forms skin. Earth hardening with water creates teeth. Earth compounding with itself produces hair and nails. The 25-element grid is now complete. Water and earth construct the physical vessel that anchors the invisible cosmic forces of space, air, and fire. When you step back and look at the completed structure, you realize the physical body is a temporary alliance of these 25 cosmic sub-elements. True health represents the flawless equilibrium of this 25-part matrix. This is why the sciences of Vastu and astrology were developed. They map how the macro elements in our external environment interact with the micro elements inside us. Because the body and the environment are built from the same materials, they exist in a state of resonance. If the fire element of a living space is disrupted through poor light or placement, it creates a discordant vibration that pulls your internal fire nodes, like digestion or vision, out of alignment. To maintain your physical well-being, you have to respect this connection. Aligning your lifestyle with the natural laws of the 5 elements is the original maintenance manual for the human body. At Sbn Astro Vastu, our mission is to continue decoding these cosmic secrets. If you found this elemental breakdown valuable, please subscribe for more insights into the architecture of the universe.